Hello, everybody. Wolfgang here. Today is Friday, July the 25th. And we're sitting at 1,000 degrees. It's freaking hot. It's a hot one today. That's for damn sure. If anybody's got a pool, do me a favor. Run outside and jump in it for me. So how we all doing? Good, I hope. As I say, it's always the same old shit. So, I don't know. It is what it is, people. We do what we do. Life carries on. So, the article I'm going to share today, I haven't heard Trump. Well, the only thing I did hear Trump say when Doge started up, that if they find, they start finding, money that's being used the wrong way, or we start getting money back, that he was thinking about doing kickbacks, giving some of this money back to the people. I've talked to some people about it. I was like, hey, that's a good idea. But then other people say, well, where the money was supposed to go, maybe put that money where it's supposed to go. Which, yeah, I agree with that too. So, I mean, it's like, so I can't even pull up an example. I guess it'd be something like, oh, all the public libraries will get X amount of dollars every year, but they don't get that money. So where's that money go? Who knows what do? I mean, our government's wasting so much money. It's pathetic. And it's our freaking tax money. And I do believe if they find out where it's being wasted, I believe we should get a kickback. But I found another article that Trump is saying something along those lines. So let me share the article. And just, take this with a grain of salt. It just can't believe what comes out of the White House. Can't believe what we read here on, the media, all the blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it is kind of fun to daydream about at times, I guess, if that's the right word. Trump says he may want to give you a tariff rebate check. A little rebate for people of a certain income level might be very nice. President Trump has suggested that as part of his tariff policy, he would consider sending out rebate checks or tariff refund checks to Americans, funded by the revenue collected from the tariffs imposed on imported goods. We have so much money coming in, we're thinking about a little rebate for people of a certain income level, Trump told reporters Friday outside the White House. A little rebate for people of a certain income level might be very nice. The rebate would be drawn from the significant amount of tariff revenue collected by the U.S. government. Over $100 billion in the first half of 2025 alone, according to Treasury data. That's a billion with a B. 100 billion. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, Trump's remarks about his rebate checks maybe being targeted to Americans of a certain income level suggested they would likely be means tested. But Trump offered few details about the exact income threshold or amount of rebate. The stated purpose of the rebate are to compensate Americans who may have faced higher prices due to the tariffs and potentially provide a small economic stimulus, which gives new meaning to Trump's remarks about businesses eating the tariffs. With much economic debate about who is really footing the bill for them. Any such rebate policy would likely require congressional approval, and lawmakers like Senator John Hawley have indicated support for legislation that would deliver rebate checks to working Americans. But no bill text or timetable has been specified. If enacted, the administration would need to establish eligibility rules, application or automatic distribution methods, and payment logistics. They've already got all that stuff in play, I would think, because we got checks when Biden was in, when Obama was in. This could resemble past stimulus check programs, but that is just a theoretical at this point. The rebate concept is distant from legal or administrative tariff refunds to importers, which have been considered or mandated following court rulings questioning the legality of some tariffs. In such cases, refunds would go to the companies that paid the import duties, not directly to end consumers. Is this legal? Trump's proposed tariff refund checks. Rebates funded by tariff revenue and distributed directly to American consumers would almost certainly require explicit legislation from Congress to be legally valid, given that the U.S. Constitution gives Congress, not the president, the power to levy tariffs and appropriate federal funds. The president can impose certain tariffs under delegated statutory authorities, but courts have repeatedly found that the sweeping use of these powers under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act is not legal. Multiple recent court rulings, including anonymous U.S. Court of International Trade decisions, have blocked Trump's broad tariffs for lacking legal basis under the IEEPA, yet the tariffs remain in place pending appeal and theoretically a Supreme Court ruling. The suggestion of tariff rebate checks or refund checks is another new policy suggestion from Trump in July that has been full of them, as Washington, D.C. has been ruled by a mesmerizing scandal involving disgraced, deceased pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Trump's Justice Department is facing bipartisan criticism for its decision not to release the so-called Epstein files, which the Justice Department has said does not exist. The Wall Street Journal has had a series of scoops about Trump's past closeness to Epstein, including Trump's name being mentioned in the files. That shit's getting old. In July, Trump said he had reached agreement with Coca-Cola to bring real sugar back into the Coke formula, which the company particularly confirmed days later. Yeah, and they're talking about that. I wanted to talk about his so-called tariff refund check. But yeah, the Coke. There is another article out today I saw on how they're changing the ingredient in Coca-Cola, where they're going to use pure cane sugar. So, but anyway, like I said, if it's at all possible to give back to the people, I'm all for it. We've been screwed for a long time. The government's been screwing us, but other countries have been screwing us. So that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents. That's all I got, 2 cents. Anyway, this is Wolfgang. I hope everybody has a great Friday and a great weekend. If you are under that heat dome, make sure you drink plenty of water, stay in the shade, don't overexert yourself, stay alive. We want to see you. Blessed be, stay safe, and I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.